Cruella de Vil. Cruella de Vil. Take it, Will.
If she doesn't scare you, no evil thing will. All
So
right. So this was a review requested by Jessup because he saw this movie. This was my first viewing of Cruella, which
I
is
saw this in theaters.
which is the origin story of the famous Disney villain Cruella de Vil, played by Emma Stone. So, what can we? Basically, what I've learned, for anybody who might not know, this is kind of like the Disney version of a Joker origin story.
Yeah, basically. Which is, I mean, so just getting my thoughts out there quickly. I like the movie. I don't really care that much for the third act. Will, you said you enjoyed the third act for what it was, right?
I thought it was fine. There were a few parts that I thought they could have lived without, but
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't you could tell there was like a drop in quality though, right?
yeah. There was one point in particular where it was just kind of a shaking my head moment.
Yeah.
But we won't give it away. But let's talk about the other aspects. So let's talk about some of the stuff we liked.
Yeah.
First off, Emma Stone is Cruella.
She is great as Cruella.
I
The
think
whole cast was great.
She's great.
I wouldn't mind, to the point where I would not mind if they made a terrible sequel with this cast.
Or a new live action 101 Dalmatians, because there was one that
Keep
came
this
out.
Cast. It would be bad. I wouldn't mind.
Because there was a live action 101 Dalmatians that came out in 1996.
Oh yeah, I forget that they did that, and that one got a sequel too.
Yep. But
I've seen the sequel. I've not seen the original.
I feel like this one kind of does it justice, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
I mean, we also have Emma Thompson in this movie, who plays a rich baroness who's also a very famous fashion designer that the whole world adores.
She's basically Cruella's rival in this.
Pretty much. And it's basically just Cruella and this baroness going at each other in terms of who can outwit each other in terms of fashion and sabotaging each other. Yeah. They also brought in Horace and Jasper from the 101 Dalmatians.
Yep, I think they were in the book too.
Yeah, I believe so.
And also Roger and Anita were in this.
They were. They have small roles, but they were in here.
Yeah, very small, very small, very small.
And they brought in some new characters. We have Mark Strong in this movie playing the butler. Or is he a butler, or is he more of a security guy for the Baroness?
I'm not sure.
We'll say he's both.
Yeah.
I also liked the cinematography on this.
The fashion, all those outfits are just fabulous.
Costumes are easily the best part of the whole movie, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's what you're going for, is those costumes. Those costumes,
especially you guys have probably seen the trailer where she lights a dress on fire and it reveals like a big red dress. That was probably the best part.
Yeah, that was a pretty good costume. I mean, and even that was like the first costume we see in the movie of Cruella's. Mm-hmm. They just keep getting better and better after that.
Yeah. And you almost root for Cruella up until a certain point, or up until a few certain points.
Yeah.
And they try to give you like this, sympathy story where it's like, oh, she wasn't all that bad. She just had a very traumatic childhood, which I'd give a pass if, and I mean if, it hasn't been done a million times before.
Yeah, I mean, even then, like, it's really that third act for me that just drags it down. Like, it would have. I pointed this out to you. There's a scene where she's in a diner after having to escape one of her from like her biggest upstage of the Baroness, and she says to the guy at the diner that she's just celebrating. I think they stopped the movie right there. It would have been a solid flick.
No, because people would say, because like Jessup said, some people say that, the third act does kind of drag on a bit, but I was kind of curious to see what it has to offer.
I'm not saying the third act's awful. Like, it's got some good moments.
I think with the exception of, like I said, one twist that had me shaking my head the whole
Yeah,
time, I thought it was a solid third act.
yeah, yeah. I don't really care. I mean, yeah, there's some good moments. There's another ball where there's some great costumes there too. Um, I felt like it was just very unnecessary.
Yeah.
And even then, I think that diner scene's like a good 90 minutes in. You could have just had like a nice short movie right there.
No, it would have been a nice, easy movie.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, that's what we think. It's pretty good. And there's an end credit scene that pretty much leads into 101 Dalmatians.
exactly. Though it is kind of weird because does that mean Pongo and that Roger and Nita's dogs were brother and sister?
Oh, geez, don't mention that to Jessup. That ruins the whole thing now.
Exactly.
Okay, now I need to rethink everything.
Well, they're dogs.
Yes, they're both dogs.
I guess it makes it fine. I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know how to
That
think about
does
that
guard
now.
you for life, Will.
No, I think you ruined everybody at this point, Jessup. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome.
So yeah, we like this movie. It's good.
Not
Uh,
great.
do we think it's the one of the best? Do we think it's the best live action movie in recent years from Disney? No, it's
I'm
not.
going to say yes because I haven't seen Jungle Book yet, which you claim is the best so
Well,
far.
in terms of the live action remakes, yes, it's the best one
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Yeah.
Um, so should we talk about what we're going to do next week, or should we save it for a surprise?
Well, next week is my birthday.
Oh, well, okay then. So next week we're gonna have off.
No, we'll still do something.
Okay, so we'll do something. Let's see. You want to do Encanto?
Sure.
Okay, so
I've already seen it, Will.
so
Doesn't
next
say
week,
that.
next week we're going to be doing Encanto, which I'm really looking forward to seeing Jessup's reaction. Jessup, I
I've
think
already seen it, Will.
you have.
Yeah, I'm sorry. My students put it. My students and I put it on a while back.
Oh, okay. We'll give you our full thoughts next week then.
Yeah, yeah. I don't mind. I liked it a lot. I don't mind watching it again.
Oh no, I loved it.
Yeah.
So that's our review right there. See ya.
We've already seen this thing. Bye.
All right. So that's just about done for this review. If you did enjoy it, like the video. If you're new, subscribe for more content. And we'll see you for next week. Until next time, see you there, posse.